Hello, this is August 2025 and it's time for our energy update, and this is coming to you from not so sunny Utrecht in the Netherlands. Not so sunny. I will show you. I was going to go outside and do this reading and kind of be in a field, and as I like to do, but this is what we've got. Let me show you this. Here we go. I think the rain might have slowed a little bit. It's my washing up window of the day. Gosh, it was torrential a few minutes ago. Anyway, never mind. Good and dry and Gus the bus. So what have we got in store for us for August 2025? I've been doing these energy updates for about 7 years now. 2 years before lockdown. It's amazing. A long time. So what have we got? As always, as is my practice, I have taken 4 cards to guide us through the month ahead, and our overarching energy for August 2025 is the very welcome Star. And we like the Star. The Star is a feel better card, and as I have spent the last 7 days nearly completely in bed and feeling absolutely wretched, I'm very happy to see the Star, very happy indeed. So it looks like August is going to be moving in a more positive direction. Now the Star doesn't promise us a destination. The Star doesn't tell us that everything's going to be sorted, but it does tell us that we are moving in a better direction, and we will feel better, and we will feel more hopeful, and we will feel more optimistic. So grr, that's great then, thank goodness for that. Now, as you can see from the card, right, there are still mountains to cross, and we're still going to have things to contend with, but we are in a place this month where we're more able to deal with whatever is coming. We're more able to deal with it. We're more able to deal with it on a top line level from a more positive perspective. And I think it tells us that we're just moving in a more positive direction. And that's really good. When the Star comes up, it tells us we're moving in a positive direction. We're going the right way. It's okay. We're on track. So that's very good. So we like that a lot. And what can we do this month to lean into that Star, to make that Star the best it can be? What can we all lean into? Now, it's very interesting, this reading, because we've got 2 kings and 2 diametrically opposed kings. So the king that we need to lean into is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is asking us to take an emotionally mature stance this month. As you can see on the card, the King of Cups is the counselor. So he has a little bit of emotional objectivity. It's not telling us to solve everybody else's problems. That's not what the counselor's there to do. The counselor is there to take an overview and to enable situations to move into a better direction. It is an enabling card, not a fixing card. The counselor doesn't fix things, he enables things to be fixed. And he does that by his skill and experience and emotional maturity. So it asks us to apply that to ourselves so that we're not going to get emotionally embroiled in stuff. And also we're going to take responsibility for how we show up for other people as well. So we do understand. The King of Cups is understanding, right? He will take an overview of a situation and he will help enable a positive outcome. So whatever you do is important. However you show up this month is important. It makes a difference. So make sure you step back. Make sure you don't get in it emotionally. Okay, let's compare that to the next card, which is what will block that, what will hinder it, what we should not do, what we should step away from. And we have another king. Here we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is the judgmental king. He doesn't understand and doesn't really care because swords are very much not impressed with emotions, really. What they want to do is just make decisions and quick sharp about it, and they do that based on evidence. So this month, I think we need to be understanding of the fact that we're not there yet. And if we look at the evidence of where we actually are, now it may not impress us all that much, right? We may not be where we want to be. In whatever capacity that resonates for you, this is going to be really important. So don't call it done. Don't just go, right, well, based on this evidence, that's done, that's it, that's what we're going to do. Don't do that. Step back and have a little bit of objectivity, yes, but also understand how you're feeling, understand how everybody else is feeling, and see if you can enable the situation in a different way. Because the King of Swords very much wants to cut through the noise and just either sort it out or make a decision or just be it's quite a blunt object, really. That's not what we're being asked to do. Do not look at what you see as being the evidence and call it. That's not going to help this month. Interesting, huh? So what is the message from Spirit around all of this? Because two kings together are quite a big deal, actually. Message from Spirit is the Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords I think makes perfect sense with regards to these two cards. The Five of Swords is the negative energy card, and it's the card of baggage. Now as you can see on the card, there's been some sort of conflict. There's been something that's happened which has left you feeling bitter, unimpressed. Just you're carrying some kind of resentment from something that happened before, and it hasn't gone away, and it probably still rankles. Now here's the thing. If we're going to move forward positively, if we're going to take emotional responsibility for ourselves, what we're not going to do is pass judgment on anybody else. The other thing we must make sure we don't do, which I think is part of this message from Spirit, is we mustn't imbue the future with the past. Because the Star, which is a major arcana card, is telling us things are moving in the right direction. And if we allow them to, and we take emotional responsibility for our part, both in the past and here in the present, we own our shit, people. And what we don't do is we don't bring down the judgment hammer on other people or make decisions about how we think things are going to play out based on evidence as we see it. If we can step back from doing all of that and we don't carry all this baggage with us, then I think the month is going to lead into a continually positive situation moving forward. Our job is to enable that positivity. So when we look at it like that, we can see how those four cards really work together, don't they? The Star is telling us we should be hopeful. It's time now. We're going to move in a positive direction. Things were on track. But if we look back at the past and we go, oh well, you know, that happened, so that will probably happen again, and you know, and oh, they always do that, and oh God, you know, and anything that we allow to irritate us, to make us pop into judgmental mode, right? Anything that does that, that's going to get in the way of that lovely positive path that we should be walking on. Because that path, we do not want that path poisoned or coloured by negativity of something which has been and gone. The Five of Swords is an interesting one. I did a little lecture, the sort of workshop thing, about a year and a half ago around the whole suit of swords, and the Five of Swords is depicted in that workshop as grit in the fuel tank. Now, if any of you know anything about engines, you'll know that if you've got grit in your fuel tank or your fuel line, then what is fueling you is not going to be positive. You are not going to get very far. Your engine is going to be spluttering. There's going to be black smoke coming out. We are not going to be traveling in the way that we want to. Also, we're going to be going a lot slower than maybe we would hope to be going. What we've got to make sure is that we're fueled by the right thing. And there's your King of Cups, because cups is fuel. We are fueled by our desire to be happy. The King of Cups needs to take responsibility for the fuel that's in the tank. So a work in progress, but then to be honest with you, they're all a work in progress, aren't they? Every month has been a work in progress, because that's what our lives are. They're all a work in progress, and they're all an opportunity for us to make sure that we're moving in a good direction. And that's what these readings are for, really, to help us stay on track, stay on a good road. And you know, when we come off that road, sometimes, as we inevitably will, we can get back on it as quickly and efficiently as possible. So, oh, look at this. Look, let me just show you this. See, this is how quickly things can change. Oh, look. Isn't that nice? The sun. That's very good. If I knew what the sun was in Dutch, I would have said it at that point, but I was not prepared for sunshine, so I didn't learn. But I will do. I will be saying sunshine in Dutch before we leave Holland, I promise. All right, well, I hope that's helpful. Even though we're back on the road, I am, as always here for a reading if you need one. Now I'm back in some semblance of health again, which sadly I haven't been for the last week, but I'm back on track now, as you can see. I'm here for a reading if you need one. It's going to be good. I think August is going to be a positive month. I think we can all relax a little bit and not expect anything in our personal lives. Forget the world out there. In our personal lives, it doesn't feel like doesn't feel like the energy around us is particularly disrupted. So that's good. So this is all on us, basically. We can't blame the energy, we can't blame the planets, we can't blame anything. It's all on you and me. It's all on us. All right, sweeties, well, I'll see you later. Remember that I'm on live on YouTube every Tuesday. Come and see me there if you want a free 1-card reading. I do that pretty much most Tuesdays, so do keep an eye out. Do like and subscribe, and leave me a nice little comment and let me know what you think. All right, I'm going to see you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Hello, thank you for watching our video. If you're interested in the world of tarot and would like to explore further and would like to know how to bring tarot to life so that it makes sense in the real world, I'd like to invite you to explore the Tarot Tribe. The Tarot Tribe is my personal membership, and inside you'll find a community of tarot students just like you, lots of bite-sized mini courses, a new one every month, and new spreads, demo videos, a clinic with me every month, and also discounts on readings with me once a quarter. So if you'd like to explore that, I would love to see you on the inside. Here's the link. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye for now.